this. We never know who's meant to hear this, but we share it every single day. I'm sharing it live right now because I feel so I'm gonna just say convicted that there are many, many people out there who do not know this message that I'm sharing today. And whoever invited you probably feels convicted about it as well and feels that you strongly that you need to be hearing it. So I'm going to be sharing some information with you today that I have no doubt can be life-changing for you and your family. I first found out about it in 2008. At the time, I was practicing medicine full-time as a PA, and I was busy. I saw 60 to 70 patients a day. I wrote 200 prescriptions a day. My husband and I, in the previous 12 months, had started two businesses, a construction company and a skincare retail store. We had invested over $100,000 in those businesses. My overhead was thousands of dollars a month. We had employees and paperwork and taxes and a brick and mortar location and inventory, and we both worked full-time jobs. And I had two children that were 3 and 9 months old. So life was very busy. And my brothers called me and said, hey, we've got this. They knew we were into starting businesses. Multiple streams of income are just smart. And I didn't grow up in a family where we talked a lot about the importance of starting businesses. But as that time went by and I found myself handcuffed to my job, meaning I was only making money while I saw patients. And the more patients I saw, the more money I made. That was no way to live life, right? I mean, I didn't get to see my kids. They were calling the nanny mom. And so I started really thinking, how do I make money outside of here? And so we just started these two businesses, and my brothers called me and said, look, we know you're really into businesses. We want you to take a look at this company. And so I agreed to look at this company and was very, very intrigued for a few specific reasons. We got involved. Within a year, we made over 6 figures. I spent less time on this than I did in my other two businesses. After that first year, I decided that I'm going to start spending a little bit more time on this. What would happen if I do? And it continued to grow to where it's matched what I made as a PA, and then it surpassed what I made as a PA. And I was spending a fraction of the time on this that I was working as a PA. I've since walked away from practicing medicine. In December of 2019. I let my license go because 2 reasons. I found a better way to help people. I found a better way to make money. And I went to school to help people. And now I make more than 5 times what I used to make as a PA. And I do it in probably about a quarter of the time that I used to work. So I'm at home right now. I just finished a workout. My son is downstairs watching the World Cup, which I will be joining him with in just a little while. Like, do you have time freedom? Do you have something that if you spend 30 minutes on a day, 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day on it, it will pay you weekly checks for decades to come? If you don't have something that's doing that for you, please listen to what I have to share with you today. So I'm going to tell you why I was intrigued with it in the beginning, what really caught my attention with this company, and why I decided to get started with it, and why others get started with this company. But the name of the company is Pure. It stands for People United Reaching Everyone. And those who work with me, we really believe everybody deserves to have this information. I believe everybody around the entire world should have a Pure membership because of what they offer. So the 2 things that people are attracted to with Pure are the health aspect and the income aspect. Now, I know I started talking about the income aspect. It took me a couple of years to figure out the income potential here because the startup costs were so low. I did not see it as a real business. The startup cost was less than my monthly overhead was for my skincare store. I was attracted to the health aspect, which my brothers didn't expect me to be attracted to that. I had gotten into health and nutrition because my nephew had been diagnosed with severe autism that year. So my sister, Leah, has a son named Bo. Bo is the same age as my 3-year-old at the time, and Bo did not speak. He screamed all day long. We could not get him potty trained. And it took us 9 months with a specialist to finally get the diagnosis that he had severe autism. Now, I have a master's degree in research. So I basically started researching. Crazy person. Researching autism. What is it? Where did it come from? Is it genetic? Is it vaccinations? Why does he have it? And canceled all the vaccinations for my child that month because I just didn't know. And I came to the conclusion through my research that nutrition plays a significant role in whether or not a child is diagnosed with autism. And so because of that, we started an organic garden. We're juicing. We're buying the best of the best supplements, crazy expensive supplements. We're not seeing any results, but I didn't expect results. And when I heard the message of this company When I heard how they started, I immediately recognized truth. Immediately. I started comparing what they offered to this big old cabinet that I had of supplements, and like theirs was better. That's why I got started. Let me tell you how the company started, because this really intrigued me. The system that they teach of cleanse, balance, and build was utilized in a clinical practice with patients for 30 years. The results were so good, there was a 3-year waiting list for people to get in. And they just started to start a company where just it's word of mouth advertising, right? They're not going to pay a marketing firm, billboards, commercials, radio ads. They're not going to pay for shelf space in Whole Foods. They're just going to do word of mouth advertising and take a percentage of all of their profits and pay the people who told about it. And that's how it started. And so that intrigued me. I said, I can't out research 30 years. Give it to me. I want everything they've got. I'm sick of going home at night and doing the research. And so it's the best of the best in health and wellness and health and nutrition. And if you're into nutrition, you already know what you're looking for. Like you're like me, you're turning over your multivitamin and your omegas and your calcium, you're looking, you already know what you're looking for. Okay. If you're not, and you're going to love what we have. If you're not into nutrition, you're like, you eat the gummy vitamins, you're doing fast food a couple times a week, you're drinking soda every day. You're like, I know I need to do better. I know my kids need to do better, but it's too hard. It's too expensive. You can't do the research. Somebody says this and the other person says that. I get it. Whoever invited you to look at this knows that what we have is real and good. So first ask them, what has their experience been? And I want to tell you that in 30 seconds in the morning, you can get more nutrition in your kids than their entire class gets in a week. I joined because it was easy. 30 seconds in the morning, I'm in. Everything I've been consuming from one company instead of 7 different companies, I'm in. I'm still here today because of the real results. Within days, we noticed changes in our health. I struggled with insomnia that I thought was normal for a 35-year-old woman with 2 kids. I struggled with, my son struggled with constipation issues. My husband struggled with depression and anger issues. And then my nephew. So a week in, the insomnia and the constipation were gone. 6 weeks in, the crazy highs and lows and depression and anger my husband struggled with, gone. 3 months in, I'd lost 32 pounds. My husband had lost 25, and my nephew had started speaking. My nephew is now a senior in the same high school that I went to, getting A's and B's, and it was life-changing when Pure was introduced to our lives. I want you to think about it this way. If you came home today to a flyer on your door that said, for everybody that you refer to Amazon, anybody who gets a membership with Amazon, you're going to get somewhere between 10 to 50% of what they order for the rest of their lives. And if they tell people and those people order, you're going to get a percentage of those sales as well. Now, most people have Amazon memberships now, but if this had come to you 10 years ago, first of all, would you have been smart enough to recognize what you had in that flyer? But I have a feeling you would have probably told everyone. You didn't need to know what Amazon sold. You weren't selling their wine. You weren't selling their fish dip. You weren't selling their tires and their baby diapers. You knew this was a company that offered quality products at a discounted price. And so you recommended memberships to Amazon. The same could go for Costco, right? So that is what Pure is. Pure is the best of best in health nutrition. If you type in calcium on Amazon right now, or you go to Costco and look, so many choices. What do I choose? How do you choose? How do you know? This was used for 30 years in a clinical practice. Company's been around for 15 years. Whoever your friend is telling you it's really good. And I'm going to place you in a page where you can see all the reviews that you want to on the products that we're talking about today. What are you doing right now that if you spend 30 minutes a day on it, 5 days a week, and I will tell you exactly what to do in those 30 minutes, will pay you weekly checks for decades to come. The cleanse, balance, build philosophy is what makes the health aspect of this so real. I was reading all of these books, The Truth About Cancer, Chris Beat Cancer by Chris Wark, and the China study when I was doing all my research on nutrition. And I immediately recognized this philosophy as truth. We have to cleanse the toxins out, balance out our pH, our sleep, our exercise, our hormone levels, and build our trillions of cells up with whole raw food nutrition. We have a whole panel of a wellness advisory panel of medical doctors who are recommending this to their patients in their clinics. That's a big deal. Why? Because many of our products are in the PDR, and any physician who's been recommending prescriptions for decades understands the power of feeding the body nutrition. And it took me reading this book to understand why I was taught about pharmacologic medications in medical school and not about nutrition. Genesis 1:29 says everything you need comes from the ground. What makes Pure different? Well, let's talk about the business side of it first. Why would you recommend this versus something else? If you have been trying to start another stream of income, you have the option of going to work at Starbucks or Target, of course. But let's say you've been wanting to start your own business. If you're going to start your own business, you want it to be something, let's say you're going to go into retail that 100% of the population will use. Not something that's just for the women or just for the people with kids or just for the runners, something that 100% of the demographic are your customers. Pure is for everybody who has a body. Every man, woman, child, grandparent, even the dogs and cats. Why? Your dogs and cats have hip issues, skin issues, rashes. What are they consuming all day long? You want to make sure whatever you're selling is consumable. Okay. I have a Pampered Chef baking stone downstairs. I love it. I bought it 20 years ago. I'm probably never going to buy another one in my lifetime. What a horrible business. Whatever you sell, people buy one time. This people buy over and over and over again. In fact, we found when people start with our starter package, 93 out of 100 people repurchase our products. That is pretty significant. Why would they repurchase? Because it works. That's the third key that makes us different. Our products work. You can tell when you take them. You can tell when you don't take them. If you're not supplementing, friends, you should be. We have one house that we live in our whole lives. We changed this house with the beds and the doors and the bedrooms and the baths multiple times throughout our life. We change our cars multiple times, but we take better care. Typically, we just got a new roof on this house, of our house and our cars than we do of this that we live in. And people go, oh, I don't know that, it's important that I put organic in my body or that I supplement. Oh, research has shown you have to supplement. We're not getting nearly the nutrition that our grandparents got from their food in our bodies. We are so toxic. We've got to get the toxins out. There's no doubt you need to supplement. But if you're going to spend the money on supplementation, doesn't it make sense that it should be the best, more so than making sure this is the best or your car is the best? Doesn't it make sense that what you're putting into your house that you live in your whole life that you cannot replace should be the best? Educated Americans are already spending money on their health every month in prevention format, not in medications. Which do you think is better, prescriptions or prevention? So my goal in this began to start to help people with their health. That's why I went to medical school. It's why I began sharing Pure. When my nephew started speaking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to tell everyone. But then when our check started to grow and we started to earn trips with this company, like I'd never been to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii 3 times with this company. I've never been to Europe. Like the thought of that blew my mind. I've been 3 times with this company. When these things started to happen, I thought, I can help other people do this. I shouldn't be the only one benefiting from this. What about somebody who works full time and has 4 kids at home? What about the mom who has 2 jobs and has 3 kids at home and she's single? Like I can help people. And so my goal now is whatever you're watching this for, I can help you. I know I can help you. And our team of leaders who I've acquired and we've grown together over the last 15 years, we all help you. This business model is brilliant. Richard Branson says that every American should have a small business for the tax write-offs. This is true. I did not think this was a business when I got started. It was my CPA who said, I think you can write that purchase off. Let me see the paperwork. We came back and said, yeah, this is a business. It might be the best business you've ever started. He was right. Surpassed within 12 months the income we were making from both those other businesses put together. Tony Robbins is a huge proponent of this business model for the low investment that you eat, the low overhead, and the ability to leverage your time. That means you get started, you invite people to watch something, you go to work the next day, and we are engaging with them and answering their questions. They decide to purchase, you make money. All you did was invite somebody and plug them in to our team of people who can answer questions. What else are you doing right now that if you spend 30 minutes a day on for 5 days a week, will pay you weekly for decades to come? I don't know how long it'll take you to start to get that weekly check. I've seen people do it in 4 weeks. I've seen people do it in 4 months. I've seen people that have been here for 10 years who still aren't getting a weekly check. There's a reason why. It has to do with their work ethic. It has to do with what they're doing during their 30 minutes a day. We direct, we teach you, we put you on a path, we give you a system. I can't make you do something every day for 30 minutes. Just like my Peloton instructor can't make me turn up the resistance and go a little longer, but I can put you on the path and teach you what to do. And it all comes down to this. All Americans are struggling with diseases and infections because of these three things. We're toxic, we're out of balance, and we're undernourished. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. Our food has been sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides by guys in hazmat suits. We're putting food in Tupperware containers and sticking it in a microwave. And that poison level in our bodies, the microparticles of plastic, this has been proven, has gone up like this for the last 20 years. And what else has gone up in this country? Cancer for the last 20 years. Okay, so we're being poisoned. We're out of balance. We're sitting as the new smoking. We're not moving nearly enough. We stare at our phones too much. We're stressed out. We're not getting enough sleep. And on top of that, if you read this book, The China Study, you'll understand putting plants into your body allows your body to better function at the pH it's supposed to function. Plants are alkalinizing. Meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, bread they're acidic. They cause you to stay in an acidic space. Your body's amazing. It's going to get to the pH it's supposed to be. It'll leach the alkalinity out of your bones, lead to things like osteopenia, osteoporosis, brittle bones. If you have kids that are breaking their bones easily, they're playing soccer and they're breaking their bones. Yeah, I played soccer throughout my high school. And in college, I didn't break a bone once. My friends didn't break bones. We tore ligaments, ACLs. We didn't break bones. Kids are breaking bones all the time now because they're eating and drinking acidic things. Okay. We're going to teach you how to pour plants in their bodies. Their cells are screaming for nutrition. They're not getting the nutrition that they need. Go to a local lunchroom and see what's happening. The Journal of Nutrition came out with a study. More than half of American kids are not getting the vitamins and minerals that we need. What's in your genetic pipeline, guys? Are you a parent? You have parents. I know you do. Are they still alive? What are they struggling with? Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia? It's coming to you faster than it hit them because of toxicity, lack of movement in the environment that you have no control over, and lack of nutrition. And it's going to hit your kids faster if you don't do something about it. We have control over what they eat for about 16, 17 years. It's not the doctor's job or the teacher's job to get good nutrition in them. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to show you how to get more nutrition in their bodies in 30 seconds than most kids in their class get in a week. And this is one of those multiple studies done around 2010 showing that we had to eat in 2010, 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat to get the same nutrition our grandparents got from one of each of those things. It's all about this cleanse, balance, build philosophy. Now, this company offers a lot of products and they're all amazing. They have a sports line. They have an immune boosting line. They have a metabolic reset. That is amazing. That includes our starter package that I'm going to talk about. The starter package is the key. Over the 15 years I've been sharing this, I have found that people will try to, can I just get the cleanse? Can I just get the sulfur? I heard my friend really likes the sulfur. I have found that people who just start with a handful of products don't have phenomenal results. And I don't like that. I don't like you getting started, me following up in 2 weeks and you going, yeah, I could take it or leave it. I don't like that. I want you to be like, it's amazing. Be like that. Like, it's amazing. We've found that when people start with our starter packs, they in 2 weeks are like, it's amazing. In 4 weeks, they know this is life-changing stuff. This 7 products in our Core Plus include a vitamin, includes a high source of plant-based omega-3s with fiber, soluble and insoluble, that cleanses out the intestinal tract. If you're not sure what fiber has been shown to do, I have a best-selling book around here somewhere that I highly recommend that you read, all about the benefits of this specific product in this book by best-selling author Dr. Bob Arnott. We have a cleanse that cleanses the 7 channels that you eliminate through your lungs, your liver, your skin, lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines. We have a plant-based calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin K product, sulfur that decreases inflammation, Goyen, which is like wine without the alcohol. People call it marriage counselor in a bottle. Powerful products. And I want you to think of the starter package as this. There's 2 starter packs. It's a servicing for your body. We take our cars in for servicing every 5 to 10,000 miles. There's all kinds of signs that are going on, letting you know you got to take that car and it's not going to make it 200,000 miles. They change the oil, they change the air filter, they put new oil in, they get it going where it's supposed to go. When we need servicing, we have signs. We're bloated, we're not sleeping, we're tired, our elbow hurts, our hair's falling out, our nails are brittle, we have IBS. Like what's happening? So we go to the doctor, let's do a checkup. And then what do we write? I mean, I wrote for years. Now we call them in. Wrote prescriptions, right? I now see prescriptions as Band-Aids. I definitely think there's a purpose for them, guys. Don't hear me and say I'm like anti-medicine. There's definitely a purpose for them, but we overuse them in this country, and there is absolutely no doubt about that. Do you think it's better to prevent or to need prescriptions? I believe with all my heart it's better to prevent. Okay, I'm not going to make claims about what will happen with you. But there are 6 things people typically notice in their first 30 days on the starter pack. What they usually do is start with this and then go forward with those 3 to 4 products that they can tell. Like, I can tell a difference when I use this versus when I don't. This is the other starter package, includes our super fruits. It's called the Core Complete. If you're on prescriptions, if you're struggling with specific health issues, reflux, rheumatoid arthritis, pain, asthma, allergies, eczema, depression, circulation issues, seriously, get started on the Core Complete instead of just the Core Plus. The 6 things people typically notice: better sleep, more energy, less pain, better bowel habits, better mood, and weight loss. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So I've had my children now, they started on this when they were 9 months old and 3 years old. They're now 15 and 18. They consume these products every single day. They drink it literally in shots in the morning. Now, this second one has started doing smoothies in the morning, which is fantastic. We just get it all in a smoothie. You can put it in however you want to. We have videos where we teach you exactly how to do this. I put the Mila in muffins, French toast, waffles. Omega-3s are essential for your child's brain development. They affect the mood, they affect their sleep, they affect their pooping, and pooping is huge. I mean, the average American has 8 to 9 pounds in their intestinal tract that's leaking into your body, all those toxins. It's disgusting and bad. So we have training videos again that teach you exactly how to get this in. You can go to purelifechangers.com to learn more about every single product, to hear doctors educating on the products and hear testimonies. I'm going to pull a testimony on here in just a minute. But if you're watching this right now, you might be on Changing Lives with Pure. Use the search box to type in whatever ailment you struggle with. I've put this site together so that you can hear from other people, right? If you were searching on Amazon for your calcium, you're probably like me and you can look at reviews. We've got tons of reviews on this page. You need to ask whoever invited you to add you to this page if you're not on there already, and then you need to accept the invitation. But I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and bring up my friend Shelby. And Shelby found out about this. Gosh, Shelby, I want to say it was 4 years ago. Was it that long ago that you found out about it? She's going to share with us. And I've watched Shelby and her husband. Not only do they have amazing product testimony, but I've watched their business with Pure radically explode. And they're huge fans of multiple streams of income. So I'm going to love hearing from them and letting you guys understand what's possible here. So hi, Shelby. Thanks for being on.
Hello, thanks for having me. Yes, I have been in 4 years now. My anniversary was last month in October. Same thing, kind of like this. Someone sent me a video just to share this gift of Pure. And at that time, I was 35. I just had my 40th birthday last Monday, actually. And I have my entire life had stomach issues. Even as a baby, literally, I was on soy milk and things like that. I am married to John Adam. We live in Thomasville, Georgia. We have 2 boys, 11 and 13 now. And I thought it was because of stress and working. And like she said, we've always had multiple streams of income. I'm an occupational therapist and I've worked in the hospital and I work in a local nursing home. And then I filled in other nursing homes because we live in a rural area and we're just short staffed. So I was still, though, trading my time for dollars. And my stomach issues were getting worse and worse. My pain was getting worse. I was eating very clean and healthy. One night, my pain got so bad, I honestly completely lost consciousness. My husband had to call 911. I, being in the medical field, assumed it was my gallbladder. So I began the series of tests. My gallbladder checked out okay. They scoped me, checked for ulcers, did bacteria checks, checked for masses in my stomach. Everything came back okay. And my doctor, who I'd known for years, my GI doctor, said, must be your irritable bowel syndrome, which we all know is kind of the Band-Aid of, oh, we don't really know what's wrong with you. So I had been introduced to Pure 2 weeks before, and Rachel hasn't mentioned this pack yet, but we came in with the VIP family pack. I wanted everything. And I did our cleanse, I did our detox, and I have been fine for 4 years. And that is life-changing. If you have bowel issues, stomach issues, it completely affects your life. It helped with my anxiety. I had weekly or more migraines, my son's ADHD, his anxiety. It I came in kind of like Rachel. I came in because I needed help. And like she said, because my husband's a farmer and we have a semi trucking company that hauls ag related things. It was so cheap, I didn't see it as a business. And it took me, sadly, over 2 years to really work it as a business. And I am so thankful that we have our leaders that we do. We have Rachel Garcia that is here, Kristen Hendricks, Lindley Paskey. And while I'm still working full time, they are working for me, which is amazing. Like that just doesn't happen in a business normally, where you can still work and everyone wants everyone to succeed and you're not trying to one up one another. We came all in though. It was the best decision ever. I can't make any claims that can happen for you, but we've seen it over the years if you just take it. You know, it's hard to create new habits, but it's worth it. In the past 2 weeks, we have had, well, I'm going to say past few months, I've had so many family members sick. An uncle that had triple bypass surgery, an 8-year-old dear friend of ours child with cancer, my housekeeper lung cancer. It's everywhere and it's not getting any better. And at some point you have to stop and take a look at it and take responsibility for your health and your family's health. So you're here for a reason. This is the best of the best. We've known that for years. I'm so thankful someone took the time to share with me. Like Rachel, I am being more and more bold about sharing it because the help has been amazing, but the money that has that's brought into our family for us to use for different things. Our boys play travel ball. That is not cheap. And the trips we've been on, like Rachel said, in the past year, I've been to Italy, to Destin at the Henderson, Texas twice, Costa Rica. I can't even believe it, actually. We have had an amazing year with Pure, and I'm hoping it's just going to get better each year. So thank you for taking a look. It's amazing. Trust your gut. And like she said, there's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, but try it. You have to take it for it to work. So we just appreciate your time, and thanks for letting me share.
You're awesome, Shelby. Thank you for jumping on. And I'm just smiling listening to her share about all the places that they've been. And we've been to all of those places with them. My husband and I put on a leadership retreat twice a year for our top movers and shakers who come in with that VIP family package. They have the ability to run for that. And John, Adam, and Shelby were two of the people who earned that trip. And I mean, Italy and Destin. And if you like to travel, you guys, some people join just for the traveling. I'm being very, very serious. I love to travel. I wanted to be a flight attendant when I was younger, and my dad was like, you can be a flight attendant. So now I still get to travel like a flight attendant does, but it's paid for by somebody else, and it's fantastic. I'm actually going to Montana next week. I'll be literally doing meetings almost every night for 4 nights, live meetings, because people see this and they're like, you know, I'm really real. Like, and if you really start to build and explode this business, I come to your location. We have a team that just got started a couple months ago, and they came to an event this past weekend, 2 weekends ago, and they just made over $5,000 in 1 week of sharing this with others. And I'm already like, okay, I'm coming to Colorado, you know, so it's pretty powerful what can happen. It is the next $1 trillion industry is health and wellness, combined with an online website. And so for me, I got started because it was the best of the best, like already proven, already done, give it to me. I want it all. That was why I'm here. I'm now here today still again because of the real results. So you can go to livepure.com, throw whatever you want into your shopping cart. Yes, the family package is my favorite. If you're looking at the business, you need to do the family package. Think of it as an investment in a business, not an investment in products. Okay. A lot of people come in for the business and then they get this crazy accidental health on the side, which is awesome. As you're going to check out, it's going to ask you, do you want to be a preferred customer? Whether you want to be a preferred customer or an independent business owner, join now. Like that's where you're going. That's what you want to do. And it'll show you how much you're going to save, 25%. Now, preferred customers get 25% off. There's no obligation to purchase again. There's no membership fee. It's beautiful. Sign up for SmartShip. You're going to want to repeat purchase the products. And that is what makes the products, I think, more affordable than anything else out there. And again, best of the best, but an affordable price. So sign up for the SmartShip because you get that discount plus the 20% back and free product points. We're going to talk about independent business owners for a minute. People who are already like, I don't know how much it is and I don't know if I can afford it. If that's you, you need to listen to this next part. If you don't have a way to create an additional stream of income without trading your hours for dollars, maybe you have multiple streams of income and you're already like, oh, give me another one. That's me. I have multiple streams of incomes. I'm looking constantly for other ones. And then maybe you're thinking of somebody that needs to hear this today. Well, I'll be live again tonight at 8 o'clock, so you can invite them. But if you're finding yourself inviting people, I would encourage you to make sure that you choose the IBO option. Let me show you quickly how you can make a little bit of money. 10 customers ordering 3 to 4 products a month pays you $400 a month. 20 customers ordering 3 to 4 products a month pays you $1,000 a month. Super exciting, not life-changing income, definitely not for me as a PA, but it started to grow. And then one of my customers would like have this amazing testimony, and then she'd tell everybody, and then she would start building this business. And now all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, I'm getting a percentage of her checks. And now it starts to grow even faster and even bigger. And so I want to explain to you how this works. You guys, if you find 2 people that decide to share this with others, I mean, there's really no cap to what you can make. And you might say, I don't have time for this. I totally said that in the beginning. I don't know anything about the products, and you know about the products forwards and backwards. No, you don't. If you can pick up the phone and invite somebody to get on these daily webinars, you can do this. I mean, literally my phone calls went like this when I first got started. Hey, Teresa, I am on my way to work. Got patients waiting for me already, but I have found something that I am blown away by. I don't know if it's for you, but I think it might be right up your alley. If I send you a link, will you jump on today live at 12? And if she said no, I'd say, what about tonight at 8? That if she asked me what it was, I'd say there's 3 patients waiting for me. I don't have time. Now, there's no way I can explain it in 3 minutes. Like, watch this thing. You'll know in the first 15 minutes what your interest level is. You know, don't you give me a no. You can give me a no, no problem. But don't give me an uneducated no. Like, know what you're saying no to. And I have this rudimentary slide because I want you to understand, if you've ever looked for ways to have residual income, maybe you've looked at laundromats and car washes, vending machines. I've looked at all those things. This is like having vending machines on the side of I-95, except instead of Pepsis and Cheetos, you're literally selling life-giving information. Now, you don't have to know about it. You just invite people to the videos and the presentations. They watch it. If it's meant for them, they know, okay? It's God's business. I'm telling you, if it's meant for them, they know. They can't get it out of their head, and they keep coming back to it. They purchase products because you referred them. The company says, thank you so much, Bob, for referring people. We're going to give you a check every week. These are weekly checks for the people that are purchasing because of you. Now, you're only building 2 teams, okay? So let's say that I invited 20 people to this webinar, all right? Let's say Shelby invited 20 people to this webinar. And Bob says to her right now, texts her and says, I'm in, Shelby, give me the family pack. I'm in all the way. I want that. So Bob joins, but Bob's a teacher. He works full time. He has 5 kids. Life is crazy. And over the next couple of days, he starts getting these emails. Beth is on your team, Bob. Lee is on your team, Bob. Brenda's on your team, Bob. Bob's like, Shelby, what is going on? Who are these people? I don't know them. Well, Shelby invited 20 people. And we found that 30% of people who watch a presentation join in some way or another. So she only has 2 teams to put them on. She's either going to put them over under Kristen's team, or she's going to put them on Bob's team. So if she invited 20 people and approximately 30% of those join, she's probably going to have 7 people join. So she's going to put some of them over under Kristen, and some of them are going to go under Bob. And then as you can see here, Beth starts inviting people. What does this mean? It means that every time Beth or Leah or Brenda place an order, or anybody they tell, it goes into a bank account for Bob. And Bob can cash in on that bank account when he begins to share it with others. He might not share for a month. He might not share for 4 years. But when he does begin to share, there's a bank account from all the work Shelby has done that has built up underneath him. If you are thinking about this even a little bit, the training is literally all on your phone. Short little videos. You can start inviting whenever you want to. We teach you how to do it. Don't invite without being taught, please. If you take the time to open your mouth, we want to make sure that you get the best results possible. We teach you how to do it. You start inviting whenever you want to. And in the meantime, whoever invited you is probably going to be helping you build teams. I don't know who you know. I don't know how coachable you are. I don't know what your work ethic is. I don't know how long it'll take you. You might be one of those people who 8 years later hasn't made any money. You also might be one of those people who work one day and then 3 months later say, I don't understand why I haven't made any money. Can you imagine if your teenager has a job and goes to work at Starbucks on Monday, and then 3 months later is like, no, I'm not getting any checks. I mean, I worked on Monday 3 months ago for like a full 8 hours. It's the same thing, guys. What are you doing right now? 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week that will pay you checks weekly for years to come. $49 enrollment for the business, okay? Unless you're military or students, they get to enroll for free. Or if you come in with one of our business packs, the monthly overhead is laughable. You should already be spending money on supplementation. You're just going to replace that with this. It's about $125 a month. That can come from you or your customers. So if you have a couple of customers ordering products, you don't have to order anything. Although I cannot imagine not ordering, because we travel, like we're going out of town in 2 days. I'm like, we're taking all of our stuff with us. If we don't poop, we don't sleep, we're yelling at each other. My husband's crying, like it's a mess. We can't have that happening. We go everywhere with our stuff. This smart ship order that you would set up, you don't have to set up, but if you do, it doesn't come for 28 days. You get 20% back in free product. Again, that's what makes it very affordable. And then you go place your first order. Okay, so first order can be whatever you want it to be. But if you come in with one of our business packages, then your $49 is waived, your shipping is waived, and we have a 20% off coupon for you to use for that order. And you get 4 of these to then go and share with the people that you're inviting to take a look. So this is the family package that Shelby talked about that I came in with as well. It's my family favorite pack. You have 4 or more in your family, really, you need to get this. It's $4,000 worth of products, okay? It's fantastic, but you're getting it for $2,500 plus this, which makes it about $2,000. Again, $49, fee waived, shipping is waived. You get in my special VIP mentoring program. You're eligible for the trips my husband and I put on. It's powerful. Okay. And then again, you get 4 of these. This is the second level business package. You're not getting our VIP program, but you do get all the training through your phone. It's $14.99, 20% off, makes it about $1,200. You get the $49 fee waived. You get the shipping waived. It's a fantastic package as well. I didn't talk about the Reset Plus, but it's got the Core Complete plus some fat burners, some metabolism burners, and you can go to purelifechangers.com and click the Reset tab. You'll learn all about it. It's a 6-week program. We typically see 15 to 20 pounds of weight loss. We are turning your metabolism on and pouring nutrition in. It is. You can start anywhere with the business. I want to be clear on that. You can come in with the Core Plus for $289. It's a great starting package. Okay. But you will pay the $49 and you will pay shipping. You'll still get the training through your phone though. I recommend that you make yourself as uncomfortable as you can and come in with one of the larger packages. If you want to gift some of this to family members, instead of giving them scarves and candles for Christmas, this could be part of your Christmas shopping. How do you make your investment back? You start inviting. If 4 people choose to come in with the same package that you did, and it was a family package, you make $2,000. That's your investment back. Livepure.com, guys. Throw whatever you want into your pack. Go check out, choose IBO or preferred customer, and then enter the name of the person who invited you. All we do is invite other people to take a look. There's absolutely no cap to what you can make here. Absolutely no cap. This is Shelby's in this picture. This is all of us in Sorrento, Italy, 4 months ago. Over 50 people we helped earn this trip. The next big trip is to Greece. If you like to travel for free, I'm really good at helping people earn trips. These guys have been to Hawaii with me, Italy with me, Costa Rica with me. Kristen's replaced her corporate income and now gets to be home with her kids. Josh and Ashley paid off debt, massive debt in 6 weeks, and now have 12 passive residual income producing real estate properties. Because of the pure money that they make, they were able to invest in those. This business gives you the financial freedom to do the things you're passionate about. I've watched David and Lindley's lives totally change. They went from being excited about paying off a truck for the extra $500 a month to like $500 is laughable in this business. If you do it and you do it consistently and you're coachable, I don't know who you know. And not everybody makes the kind of money these people are making. Not everybody does. Not everybody is willing to pick up the phone and invite people. Not everybody has the influence that David and Lindley had. Not everybody is coachable. I don't know what you're going to do, but I know the potential because I've been doing this 15 years. Find a company where the person who's actually working with you, locking arms with you and moving forward with you and doing live presentations daily has actually been working in the company for 15 years. Why do I do it? Because people need to know. They don't have to be sick, and there's a better way to become financially free. We've got it. If you have any questions, you guys, I'm live right now. You can type your questions in on the bottom of the Facebook page or on the Zoom. I'll stay on for just a minute to see if anybody has any questions at all. I go live again twice a day. If I'm live right now, you're seeing me at 12 noon. I'm going to be live again tonight, Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. I'll be live again tomorrow, Wednesday at noon. I will be live on Thursday at noon, as well as Wednesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock. I'm doing that because people need to hear this message. I'm going live quite a bit. Doesn't look like there's any questions. If you guys have any questions, you can comment in the on the Changing Lives with Peer page at the bottom of this video. Get back to the person who invited you. Let them know what your interest level is.